MTHFR, overblown hype, or is this a true health concern? So MTHFR is a gene that we are coming to realize people can have mutations in either one or both genes. So this is going to slow your methylation pathway. What does methylation do? What does this pathway do? So think of this pathway as a giant freeway. There's a lot of on-ramps, there's a lot of exit ramps. When you have an MTHFR mutation, whether it's one or both genes, you're going to have a slowing of this freeway. So some of these exit ramps, on-ramps might get a little bit clogged up in the process. How can this affect you? Well, that methylation pathway is going towards your immune system, reducing inflammation, how you're processing, detoxing things out. So it has control over a lot. So symptoms that people might have whenever they have an MTHFR mutation is they might have some fatigue, they might have a hormone imbalance, they might have issues with their gut, they might have issues with their neurotransmitters. There's all of these ambiguous symptoms that if we're really talking about naturopathic medicine and finding a root cause, MTHFR could be this root cause. So you might have this mutation. What can you do about it? So first things first is we can test for this. So you can do a genetic testing for MTHFR. You won't really know if those genes are turned off or turned on, but you can see if you have those mutations. Another thing that we can test for is homocysteine. So homocysteine is something that we can very easily do in a blood test. Whenever that homocysteine is elevated, that's kind of like us seeing one of those on-ramps, seeing where there's a backup in that traffic system. So homocysteine is elevated. It tells us there's some inflammation going on in the body, and that inflammation is specific to that MTHFR pathway. This is one of the most common markers that we'll look at to see if we need to support your methylation pathways. Next, what can I do about it? So I've tested homocysteine, that is elevated. All we're gonna do is help your body out. So it is not a undoable action. We can give the body methylated B vitamins, and essentially this is gonna take that process away from your body having to do it. We're preloading your body past the step where it's getting stuck, and we're allowing this pathway to start moving. So if you've heard about MTHFR and you're curious if this is a mutation that you have, or if maybe you're just having a couple of vague symptoms and wondering if MTHFR could be that root cause, let's go in and test homocysteine. Let's start there. Let's see if it's an issue, because for a lot of people, this can have a lot of downstream effects, and it is something that you would want to support yourself in.